Hi guys, it's Michael here with the marketing department. I am here today to go over on how to request SRC program guide brochures. In particular, how to input the information so that Buddy and I can process that information and produce the program guides for you guys. So first thing that you do is you log into orl.plus. You navigate either through the side menu to SRC 2019 landing page, or on the dashboard there is a link that's up in the top corner that gets you to this page. Now this page will contain the news and updates. It has some forms, it has external links. Essentially anything that pertains to SRC will appear on this page, so check it often, visit it, make sure that you get familiar with it. There is a new section up in the top corner. This is not live yet, but it will be live as soon as the video goes live. So SRC program guide requests. This is how you come in and you would input the programs that you would like to request for this SRC program guide. This is a new way of doing things. So I'm just going to very quickly go through the form and show you how to work it, or through the spreadsheet and show you how to work that spreadsheet. So after you click on the button that says SRC program guide, program list, it will navigate you to a Google spreadsheet. Now this sheet anybody can enter, anybody can edit. First thing that you should do is you should find your branch and navigate to that particular branch. I'm going to work out of the template. It is important for you to find your branch and not work out of other branches, because that's going to get super confusing and possibly extremely annoying for other people. So when you land on here, you select your branch and then you get this big gray screen. The pattern that you want to work with is demographic, then you want to go category, and then program. Anytime that you see a little field that has an arrow, click on that arrow, because there are options for you to choose from. And the pattern that should exist would be demographic first, then under the demographic there needs to be a category, so category, and then the program itself. This should be the case for all your programs that you're doing. Demographic. The other thing I should mention also before we go any further is you should never enter information into the black fields. When you select demographic, you'll see that a field highlights where you should enter this information. So for this particular one, the demographic is adults, let's say. And that's what I'm going to enter. The category is, adults can also have STEAM, so I'm going to add, it's a STEAM category. And then the program itself. So within the program, you enter the name, you navigate to the age range. Now these, I updated these age ranges to reflect the age ranges that the calendar has on the website. So when you put in your programs into the calendar on our website, these are the age ranges that you can pick from. Hence, they exist here as well. So since it is adults, I'm going to select adults. And then name of the program is just going to be, I'm just going to put name. What type of a program is it? Is it a drop-in or is it registration? It's going to be a drop-in. You go ahead and fill in your description. The date, it doesn't have that little drop-down, but if you double-click on a date, it'll give you a little time picker. So you can select 18th of May. And what it automatically does is it formats it to the way that I would like it, so that I can put it in very neatly into the program guide. And it's just so happens it's a Saturday, May 18th. Time, it's going to start at 1 p.m. And you'll notice that when I enter the time, it'll format it automatically to a different time. So I entered 2 and then p.m. It'll format it so that it's nice and neat. Now the first question that you're going to have is, what happens if I have the same program running on 3 different days? And that's where you get into these little pluses here. If you expand this, you will see that there are 2 additional dates that you can add the same program to. Same pattern. You double click on a date, you navigate to a day, you enter the time, whatever the time is going to be. You can do the same thing for the next one. And you just filled out the first program. Now for the next program, maybe this doesn't fit your scheme because it is a repeating program. Maybe the program happens on Thursdays during the week. This is where you click the top button, the top plus, And this will expand an area where you can enter 3 different days for that program during the week. So if it's a Thursday, Friday, and Saturday programs, you can just go in and enter, oops, you gotta make sure you're on the right one. You can enter 3 different programs for 3 different days during the week. You enter the time as usual, and then you're done. And so you keep going, you enter the different programs. Now these, remember, in this particular case, these programs are still under Steam. All of a sudden, if under adults, you want to add a different demographic or category. So all of a sudden, this is a book club. You just put in a category and you keep entering the programs. So you just keep adding programs as you go through. And then when the demographic changes, all of a sudden it's teens. You enter the demographic, you enter a category. This happens to be STEAM programs as well. And you enter your programs. And you go through the whole thing. Again, all of a sudden the category changes. You change that, so and then you enter more programs. Essentially, anytime a demographic happens, there should be a category. Anytime there are programs that are in different demographics, they should be in different categories, or sorry, in different categories. So STEAM is much different than book clubs, hence the different categories. Now, what this allows us to do is very quickly go out and export this information in a way that we can bring it into our programs that we're using to design the booklets, and not have to copy and paste and try to style some of these elements. It cuts down in production time for us dramatically. So we really appreciate you guys doing it this way. I know it's a new way of doing it, but I definitely feel like it's going to really save us a lot of time. Hopefully this is going to be a good tool for you guys to plan with as well. Feel free to drop any questions, send them to marketing@orl.bc.ca. You guys have my extension. Just give me a shout if you run into any issues. Now this is still just a spreadsheet, so I'm sure there are ways to break it, but just try to keep to the pattern. Try to keep to how this looks. If there's anything that's odd, or that you have a special program that doesn't fit this, just send me a note and email it to Buddy and myself. We can manually input it. But again, this is really meant to cut down on the production time and potentially planning time for you guys. I'm super pumped to see you guys come through with this. I've already had a couple of branches that have been testing this with, and the results that have been coming through are pretty encouraging. So yeah, let me know if you have any questions. Thank you for watching, and good luck in your SRC. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.